What do we got?
Some Marx Tin Toys. They're old toys. Really cool tank. Got a Dick Tracy car.
I was one of those kids that spend more time setting up as army men than I would actually ever play with them.
I actually lived in a neighborhood with like 10 kids, so we just played outside.
You forget I grew up in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, doing boring stuff.
I inherited the toys from my grandfather. We were allowed to play with them a little bit when we were kids, but then they put them away because they knew they'd be worth something someday, something I hope to find out here. I'm asking for $500 because I'm taking my grandfather's toys, selling them, and buying toys for my grandchildren.
So who makes these toys?
I believe they're all from Marx Tin Toys from the 40s or 50s.
Okay, yeah, Marx toys got really popular during the Depression era. Marx came up with the idea of less inexpensive, very well-built toys for kids. And they're one of the few companies that actually stayed profitable during the entire Great Depression.
Right.
Tin toys have been around since the 1800s. They were cheap to make and could be mass-produced. And by the 1950s, Marx was the largest toy company in the world. But now they've been forgotten by most people except collectors.
Does this thing work?
Yeah, it does. This one right here, if you can turn the on and off switch on, and it goes and the tank shoots.
That's pretty cool. They sure don't make toys like they used to. There's a lot of detail in these things. You think they hand-painted this, Corey?
You know, that what they were is they were lithographs on tin, and then they actually stamped them in. That's why, I mean, pretty much the same exact toy. So what do you want to do with these?
I'd like to sell them today.
Any idea what you're looking to get out of them?
Oh, I'd like to try and get $500 out of them.
500 out of 500 altogether? I've bought tin toys before for a few $1,000s, but I'm a little worried about these, to be honest with you. They kind of look like they were really towards the end of when Marx was making toys. Probably when they were having stuff made in Taiwan right before they went out of business. So I got a friend that's right down the street. You want to bring him down to his shop? I'm actually on my way there after this.
Sure, that'd be great.
All right, I'll meet you out front.
Cool,
I'm gonna go with you.
All right, come on.
The shop has made some really good money on tin toys in the past, but it's hard to tell the difference between a toy that's worth hundreds of dollars and a toy that's just scrap metal. So hopefully Johnny will be able to tell us what they're worth.
These are great pieces. I mean, these are all look like from the 50s, made from Marx. Marx was a huge company. They had quality toys priced for people to afford, but I mean, these things are built to last.
Right.
I mean, Dick Tracy was an icon.
Yeah, I only remember him from the movie with Madonna in it.
Exactly. Yeah, way later version, but going back to the 30s up to like the 60s, I mean, it was a huge character back then. If you're a kid growing up before the 1960s, there's a good chance that you had a Marx toy. I mean, they were affordably made, they were made well, and they had them at the 5 and dime stores, and they also had a lot of really cool parts.
So Johnny, man, one of the concerns I had, I kind of figured they were from the 1950s. I was wondering if they had started making toys in Taiwan or overseas by that point.
Well, when you get up into the 70s, that's when they started outsourcing to Taiwan, Hong Kong, and then after that, a lot of stuff would have been made in China.
Okay.
But yeah, these are American made. I mean, high quality stuff.
How much do you think they're worth?
Well, I mean, overall, I don't see too much rust. A lot of the lithographs still there. The colors are really vibrant on these. You know, we have a few issues. We're missing the siren. They got a lot of dings. With that being said, if I were to put a value on everything, it would probably be in that $500 to $600 range for the group.
Awesome.
Okay. Right on, man. I appreciate it. You mind if I borrow your store for a second?
Of course, of course.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, cool, man.
Chum, you can go look at some toys if you want. You wanted 500. I think 350 is a fair price.
Hell yeah, I can take that.
All right,
Awesome.
deal.
Thank you.
Easiest customer I've had all day. I'll meet you back at my shop. We'll get it all written up.
Awesome. When he said 350, I was extremely surprised, so I just jumped at it. 350 will go a long way for buying 5 grandchildren toys. Sierra, Hayden, Dakota, Mikkel, and Ellie.
Come on, chum.
Hold on, I want to buy something first. Can I borrow 20 bucks?
No.
Whatever, dude.